Hello. It's Wednesday the something of June.
13th, 14th. I don't know, something like that.
I don't know exactly.
We lost count of days.
Yeah. This is a bit of a shorter video. I just thought we've done quite a few long videos, so I thought I'd do something a bit shorter. So there's not a huge amount in it. Essentially, the summer kitchen is now pretty much finished.
I've just got to stain the beams.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of painting to do.
And the pizza oven eventually, which is a...
Yeah, it's going to be another major sort of project to do that, but that'll be later on. In this video, I've rendered the all the sort of concrete block walls on the summer kitchen. Made a little cupboard to enclose the waste bin and the gas bottle. So yeah, it's been an extremely hot week this week. Oh, temperatures here have been well up to sort of 35. I think they've even been more.
38.
Was it 38? You can finish my sentences, I don't mind. And Dexter's. Yeah, the sheep are around. He can hear the bells, so he starts barking.
Should be called Quasimodo, really. Yeah,
the bells, the bells. The other thing I've done in this, I thought I'd just do a quick cooking video, because I've been promising to do one. It's nothing exciting. We think it's exciting because I love it. Yeah, I've done some borscht. It's not everybody's favourite because it's beetroot. Beetroot, like Marmite, it's one of those things that you either love or hate.
We love it.
We absolutely love it. It is superfood. It's very, very good for you. Borscht is such a simple soup to make, but it's extremely tasty.
Can frighten you when you go for a wee, though.
Yeah, it comes with a caveat. In the morning when you go for a wee, you might think you're weeing blood. But it is nice.
It's lovely.
In my recipe, I just used stock cube. You can actually use proper stock if you've got some, boiled up chicken from the night before or something like that.
Well, we usually use that, but I actually gave it to Dex.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. But I used the leftover chicken from the roast, so it's sort of halfway there. You can make the borscht as a vegetarian thing. Just don't put chicken in it, and don't use a chicken stock cube. Just use a vegetable one.
Doesn't taste as nice.
No. But that's if you want the vegetable option. So it's Sunday the 9th of June. I had a bit of a lay-in this morning. I watched a film which I regret a little bit because it's now sort of 9 o'clock-ish and it's way too hot to do any strimming, which is what I'd planned to do this morning. So instead I'm going to get on with rendering this before the sun comes around on it. Sun's already on this bit, but it's fairly shady, so it's not too bad. First thing I had to do was just to get that hedge away from there so I can get in there and render that bit first. And obviously the next thing I've got to do is go down and make up the render. I'm using tile cement for this. I mentioned in an earlier video, it was recommended by a friend. They tend to use it in Spain. It weathers better than using a sand and cement render. So this is just Cerasit C11, it's a tile cement. And you don't really mix it up to the normal proportions, you make it nice and sort of thick, or a nice sort of consistency for plastering. And there's a swallowtail butterfly. I'll see if I can get it on the video. Is it going to stop? They're lovely butterflies, but whenever you want to take a picture of them, they start moving. Go on, settle down a second. You want to rest, don't you? I know you want to rest. Have a rest. There we go. Open your wings up. You're not going to open your wings up, are you? There he goes. Right, back to this. I better mix it. Now I'll put some water in. Right, supposed to leave it a couple of minutes and then give it another stir. So, in the meantime, I'll show you what the fashionable English abroad wear. Sandals and socks? No. Slip-ons and socks. Good look. Teresa loves it. So the first bit I was going to do is down under there. I want to do that first really, so it's got time to dry, so I can allow the leaves and everything to go back on it. But you won't be able to see what I'm doing there. So I'm going to just do a little bit on the back of the chimney, just to show how it goes on. It's only rough render, so it's not rocket science. You just have to slap it on basically. So first of all, put a little bit on my homemade hod. Take out the rose petals. You might want to be a bit sloppier than this actually. It might be a bit too thick. I'll see when I'm starting to put it on. If it's too thin, you drop loads. If it's too thick, it takes forever to spread. First of all, just chuck some on. There we go, and you'll lose some. Someone's brave, someone's doing some strimming. This is too thick, I'll have to go and thin it down a bit. So that's the idea, nothing special. I don't want to smooth it out too much, because if I do, the rest has got to be perfectly smooth and it takes forever unless you're a good plasterer. So the idea with a rough render is you don't have to be too fussy, but it still looks good. It gives a nice paintable surface now, so I'm going to go and wet this down a little bit more and then carry on with the rest. So there it is. It's taken about 3 hours to do it. It doesn't look fantastic at this point, but it will look a lot better when it's painted. So in a couple of days' time I'll paint it. All rendered underneath. It never looks very nice before it's painted because you see all the what were the gaps between the breeze blocks will show through the plaster, but that will be hidden when it's done. And anybody who's ever watched my videos knows I don't plan much. I make things up as I go along. I just suddenly remembered I had a bit of tile left, so I've tiled that side of this, what's going to be a bin, because it's not quite level with the other wall. That one's a bit lower, so the idea, I'm going to have across here will be a lid for it, and then on the front there'll be some doors to cover up the gas and the waste bin. Sticking that tile on there will just give I don't know, just makes it look slightly better. It's nothing special, but I just suddenly remembered I had it. So the summer kitchen is now all painted. Turn this little bit into a cupboard. Under there is the gas bottle and the garbage bin or waste bin. It's given me another work surface, so I've been able to move the little gas cooker backwards to give myself a nice space here for cutting up vegetables and stuff. And we've got shelves underneath now for saucepans and things on this side. Buckets of charcoal underneath, ash bucket, and then under here will be a couple of sort of plastic containers with ingredients and things that I use outside in the summer kitchen a lot. Also got these little, it's a bit of a wire junction here because I've been charging things up on it, but got these little racks just for hanging utensils from, and putting salt and some of the herbs and things. Same this side. Freezer's plant. Pool, which I've been in quite a few times today as it's been 32, 34 degrees. Looking from this side, you can see the basic idea of the summer kitchen. So now the summer kitchen is finished, I said I'd do some more cooking. So I thought, it's been a really hot day today, topped out about 34 degrees. I thought I'd make some borscht, which is a Bulgarian beetroot soup. It's easy to make, very few ingredients, and it's very, very tasty, and this is sort of my interpretation of it. So all you need for ingredients is a beetroot, which I pre-boil, so it's been boiled. I boiled it last night. That's now going to be peeled. A red onion, because I keep in the red sort of theme. Some red wine vinegar. The idea of the red wine vinegar is if you don't use it, you get a lovely red soup. If you don't put vinegar in, it goes brown. So the vinegar keeps it nice, the coloration nice. And some leftover chicken from Sunday's roast. Also a stock cube, you just get a chicken stock. So I actually used the juice that I boiled, this was scrubbed before I boiled it, and the juice has got a nice colour to it. So I'll add a stock cube to make that into a nice stock that also goes in. So I'm going to preheat the stock. This is just literally a Maggi chicken stock cube. You could use any sort of stock, you could use vegetable stock. If you wanted this to be a vegetarian dish, you don't need to stick chicken in it. It's just, I quite like chicken in this. So first thing is to peel this. The other trouble with beetroot is you get very red hands. Dex, get your nose out, it's beetroot, you won't like it. Because this has been boiled up the night before, the skin just comes off easy as anything, just like scraping a new potato. It sort of slides off. This is a big old beetroot, but you could use lots of small ones, whatever you've got really. I'm scraping this into the, you've got a barrel down here that goes into the, or bucket rather, that goes into the compost, or sometimes into the chickens now, depending on what's in it. Right, I'm just going to swill my hands off and swill the beetroot. So I'll just put this to one side for a minute. Of course the other ingredient is beer for the chef. Right. So a bit of olive oil. Just fry off the onions, just so that they're, you don't want them to burn or anything, just fry them off so they're a bit translucent. I knew I brought a spoon out somewhere. It's my first beer and it's really hot. Teresa's looking at me with funny eyes. Funny eyes, you give me the stare. That's the root end of the beetroot and the crown. Now I'm just going to grate this in. Probably not the best thing to be wearing white doing this because this stuff stains like anything if you get it on you. Wash my hands again. Dex has decided there's an intruder somewhere. Looking inside the pot, this is just the beetroot and the onion. This will go back on the heat and then the stock added. Glug of the red wine vinegar to stop it turning brown. And now the chicken. Just into little chunks, however you want to do it really. Don't overboil it or it'll go into shreds. If you just bring it up to the boil, season it, and then it's basically done. Ever so simple dish, very tasty, easy to make, cheap to make. That's why you're using leftovers. I always chuck the last little bit away just in case there's any sediment from the beetroot. So it's just a case now of bringing it up to the boil and turning it off, and then just season it to however you like the taste. It's as simple as that, and it's a lovely, lovely soup. So there it is, 2 nice bowls of borscht. You can serve this up with nice crusty bread, drizzle olive oil. Some people like a sort of cream in it. It's not my kind of thing, but we're not having it with anything because Teresa's actually, it's a shame we didn't record that really, but we didn't think about it earlier. Teresa's made some lovely sausage roll, or a big sausage roll. It's more like a beef Wellington than a sausage roll. It's massive. We're going to have that with some salad tonight, so this is our starter. I know not everybody likes beetroot, but it really is a nice soup. If you do like beetroot, or even if you don't know what beetroot's like, try it. It's a good soup. So that's the end of this video. The storm is building up. So I'll have to disconnect the solar again just to be safe. Probably mean the internet to go out. Talking of internet, we're with a company called Vinegar in Bulgaria. We pay, it's not extortionate or anything, we pay about 50 levs a month. It's about £25 I suppose, or just under £25.
But supposed
but it's supposed to be unlimited. What's frustrating is in the UK we used to have terrible sort of slow speed, always living in rural villages, but it was because of the infrastructure. Now here, Vivacom, it's on a 5G SIM card, and it works really well. We get a really good speed, so we know it works. So it's nothing to do with the connectivity. But what happens is every Sunday... Connectivity. Anyway, every Sunday, for some weird reason, Sunday nights, we just can't use the internet. It slows down to snail's pace. It's like going back to dial-up.
Just buffers and buffers and buffers.
You can't post anything, you can't do anything, it's hopeless. And the other thing is, although it's supposedly unlimited, and they don't actually stop your internet, once you get to 300 gigabytes, which might sound like a lot,
it's not with all the editing and stuff.
And if you want to watch anything in high definition,
it soon takes it.
It soon takes it. I mean, we've had to turn everything down to sort of the lowest resolution for television and everything else. Otherwise, you use that 300 gigabytes up in 2-3 weeks. And then what happens, when you get to your 300 gigabytes, they slow the speed right down, again to the point where you can hardly use it. And you can pay for extra high speed. So you've already paid for unlimited, but then you have to top it up to get the speed back. So they don't stop it, so strictly speaking, you're getting unlimited data, but you only get 300 gigabytes at high speed. After that, you have to pay more to get...
Or put up with not being able to do anything.
Not being able to do anything. You can just about send emails and check your emails, and that's about it. And for some reason, this Sunday night thing, even when we've got lots of data left.
I mean, the other thing is, you know, we are pretty remote. We're in a quite remote...
Well, we are. This is the other trouble. The only alternative...
Oh, did you see that lightning?
No, I didn't see it. Vivacom are the only... There's no telephone lines to this village. There's certainly no fibre optic or anything like that. The only telephone communication you get is mobile, and Vivacom covered this area. So even if we tried to go to another telephone company like Yettel or A1 or whatever the other ones are in Bulgaria, they don't cover this area, it's just Vivacom. So we've got a choice really between Vivacom and Vivacom, or go into some sort of expensive satellite. I mean, we'd love to get what's it called? Starlink, but it's
out of our budget.
It's flipping expensive.
It is out of our budget.
I think it's about 800 lebs for the equipment. I don't know, 500 or 600 lebs.
Oh, we've heard really good things about it.
Yeah,
from various friends that have got it, but yeah, it's a bit out of our budget.
Yeah,
I think.
So we're kind of
unless
stuck
anyone's got any more ideas, we are.
But if anybody knows of if there's any other satellite companies that
we've looked at a few others like Borscht, but they don't cover us.
I don't think they cover us. No, this is the trouble. Some of them do, something. Anyway, it's beside the point. So the internet is not as good as we were hoping. When it works really, really well. I can't fault them when it's working. It is good. But it's just these glitches where every Sunday it slows right down, and after the 300 gigabytes it slows right down. So, and you have to pay more.
So rant over.
Yeah, rant over.
Frustrating.
Anyway, it's raining, which is brilliant because we need it.
It's slowing down again.
Yeah, it's slowing down. Sorry for everybody in England, because I know you're probably sick and tired of rain, but we really could do with some. We're both looking pretty dishevelled and hot because it is still really hot. I mean, it's still more than 30 degrees, and it's got that real muggy...
Well, we've had to have the air conditioning on in the bedroom.
Yeah, at night times.
At night times for the last, 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's been that hot.
There's no way you can sleep like that without aircon.
No. I mean, I like the hot temperatures, but I don't like them when it's this hot and you've got to work in it. So you could just do with a few cooler days. And then back to the heat, I don't mind.
Not as hot.
So that's it for this video. It's a bit shorter than usual, but I hope you like it. We'll probably do some more cooking videos, various sorts. Now the summer kitchen's up and running. I just need to set the cameras up better to record it and put on my Jamie Oliver trousers and make it a bit more interesting. So it's goodbye from me.
Bye.
Cheerio.